Destiny was launched millions of years ago by the ancients. They sent it out knowing that one day they would go aboard the ship themselves and use it as a base from which to study distant galaxies, far beyond the reach of a Stargate or any other ships. They were basically going to wait thousands and thousands of years before they went on the journey. It was a grand experiment they set in motion, but then never completed.
Destiny. The name of the ship, translated from ancient. I've also discovered that they were never here.
I thought this was an ancient ship.
It is. But they sent it out unmanned, planning to use the gate to get here when it was far enough out into the universe. But they probably learned to ascend before that time.
Learn to what?
Ascension. It's a process whereby consciousness converts to energy that no longer requires physical form.
So the ship is just out there on automatic pilot, following another series of ships that were sent in advance of Destiny that were seeding planets with stargates. It's this huge undertaking that they have basically left undone, and it's fallen to us to get to the Destiny, and here we are at the beginning of the series, unable to steer the ship, unable to control anything. That's Russia's big problem.
Control over most of the ship's operational systems is limited, at best. Navigation, propulsion, and many others have been locked out entirely by a master code, which we have had no luck in breaking.
They have access to some systems, of course, but in terms of control of the ship and what it's going to do, they got nothing. So the Destiny is essentially fulfilling its mission that it has been doing all this time, which is coming out of FTL. FTL is just an acronym for faster than light.
What was that?
Anyone near the observation deck?
Colonel, it looks like we've dropped out of FTL.
Checking out a group of planets that are in range, that have stargates on them that have been deposited earlier, getting readings from those stargates by sending kinos.
I'm getting readings over here.
What have we got?
Temperature, gravity, atmosphere composition, barometric pressure.
Oxygen, nitrogen, very little CO2, extremely low humidity, habitable but just barely.
And going back into FTL when enough time for that mission is done. The ship is waiting for us to punch in the master code that would allow us to have control. But because we don't do that, it's just going on its own way. It's like a runaway train and we're stuck on it.
Our trajectory has changed.
Oh no.
Changed.
The planet has altered Destiny's course more than we hoped.
What are you talking about, Rush?
It is, however, letting us know when it's going to go back into FTL with this countdown clock.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.